Hey guys, welcome back again from Tampa Bay. Back for another video on the FJR. Actually had it out the other night. The wife and I went out with Josh, the owner of the Bobber, and we did a late night cruise for, well, the wife and I are about a half an hour north of where he lives, so we were gone about 3.5 hours, but the ride lasted about 2.5. It was really nice. Took off from his place down in Clearwater, and I just realized I have my passenger pegs down because they're hitting my feet. Left over from the wife. So we did a nice cruise on down all the beaches, all the way from North Clearwater Beach down to St. Pete. And then the plan was to zip on downtown St. Pete, buzz by the pier, and then go up across and back Gandy. But as soon as we got to downtown, oh my god, it was a wall of water. I mean, just right in front of us. And we ended up turning around, looking at the radar. It was just this sheer wall, but it was going east-west. So all we had to do is turn around a little bit and skirt north. And it shifted just over where we were going halfway back, so we just took a little shorter route back. It was going to be about a half-hour longer ride, but it was really nice to get out. Josh got some more seat time and some more recording experience. The wife had not been on the bike in, maybe a year? If not a year, I mean really close. She's been on she's a teacher, and she teaches algebra. And what I've noticed is her and her teacher friends, they kind of almost emulate the age of the kids they teach. I notice kindergarten and elementary teachers have a certain personality, and middle school has a certain personality, high school has a certain personality, and college professors have a certain personality. Well, I wish she would teach older kids, because sometimes she just tries to be a teenager. And she's been on this kick for last year or so, and this is why she hasn't been on the bike, with piercings. Just ridiculous piercings to be cool, hip, and with it. So she's got all these piercings on her ears, and they're always giving her problems. She's always going back. She always has infections. She always has one that hurts. One always gets hit at the gym, and she can't do... Well, long story short, she hasn't been able to put on a helmet in a year. And she still had some discomfort when we were out the other night. But she was complaining that she wants to go do something, and I said, well, I'm going out with Josh, so you can come along with us. So she kind of forced herself to come along. But I mean, come on, have priorities. So that's why she hasn't been in any of the vlogs or anything, because I don't let her ride without gear, without a helmet. So that's just a requirement, not a big deal. And I don't care if she complains, she's not getting on the bike without gear. That includes gloves and boots and all that kind of good stuff. I don't care how long or how short the ride is. I gear up whether I'm going down to the store, and so do my passengers. Or they don't ride. I don't care. Ooh, good timing on the light. I'll tell you, it's really nice switching back and forth between the bikes. They are very different. They both have pros and cons. They both have their own merits, but what's really cool is you get on one and then get on the other, and you can really appreciate exactly what the differences are. And both of them are such great examples of what they try to be. I don't get on one and think, oh, well, I really miss this, or oh, this feature really sucks. No, it's just, wow, okay, this is a great bike for 2-up. This is a great bike for higher speed cruising. This is a great bike for when I need a nice silent airstream. This is a great bike for when it's raining and I don't want to get wet, for just relaxing, for a really smooth ride, just cruising on down the road. But when it's super hot out, the FZ is great with no windscreen and staying nice and cool when I just want to zip around and have some fun and toss it around. This thing is certainly nimble, but it's not light and nimble. The FZ is like a little bicycle compared to this, but that works for and against it. This is miles better. On the freeway, this is absolutely no strain. I can cruise at any speed. It doesn't matter if you're doing 10 or 110. They both feel exactly the same on this bike. Effortless. FC, not so much. So I'm planning my next trip. I'm going to go back to the mountains this fall. I'm really excited. I get, seriously, half the pleasure from planning my trips than actually going on them. So this time, I haven't 100% finalized my plans, but I do have a large, still growing, but already very large list of roads and places that I'm going to see and hit. I'm definitely going back for photography. I'm going to shift the schedule just a little bit from last year. Was it last year? Two years ago I went just for photography. But I was, I think, 1 or 2 weeks too late last year. I mean, the colors were nice, but the road quality was crappy, and obviously the hurricane, I couldn't have predicted that. Nothing I can do about that. So I'm crossing my fingers this year. I don't think we'll have 2 trips in a row hit by that kind of weather, but I'm going a little bit earlier. Last year, going in, when was that? August or September. That was great weather for the roads and everything, and the kids were out of school, or in school, and yada, yada, yada. But there wasn't any color on the trees, so I'm going to split the difference. And I'm also going to try Amtrak again. I know, surprising, right? But, haha, big but. I think I have solved my problem. My big problem with Amtrak was, okay, I love the concept. Put your bike up on there. Travel a huge distance in complete comfort and save all the miles on your tires and the wear on the bike and all that kind of good stuff, and save it for the really good parts. Okay, love that. However, my problem was I didn't get a wink of sleep, not a second, because going north, halfway up, the tracks shift to absolute crap. So it goes from a very smooth, quiet ride to jarring and literally shaking you out of bed. Now couple that with the fact that I'm 6'2" and the beds were only 6 feet long, meant I was not comfortable laying down. I did not get a second of sleep. I'm not exaggerating. So I was up all night. I was very tired. Instead of being completely refreshed and ready to hit the road, I was now on absolutely no sleep, kind of riding like a zombie for that first day, which really sucked. So my solution is take Amtrak coming home. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to take the same route that I took back last year, coming from the Tail of the Dragon area. I came back through part of Georgia, and that was a beautiful ride. I mean, I had as much fun at least halfway coming home as I did up in the regular mountain roads. So I'm going to reverse that. I'll take one day, the first day. Damn, come on, dude. Take the first day just to get up there, and I'll stay somewhere around the Dragon. Then I'll take another day, and there's a bunch of roads I want to hit back around there again. Yeah, of course I'll hit the Dragon, but that really isn't my main focus or goal. Been there, done that. It's great for photography, it's great for people watching, but holy crap, is it busy, and there's a lot of cops. Yes, it's a very fun road when there's no people on it, but that's not guaranteed. So I will definitely hit it, but it's going to be first light when there's nobody there, and it's going to be on a weekday. So hopefully I'll have another case. I did have that one run where there was nobody on it. That was a great experience. So I'll do that. I want to hit the Charahala again. That was a beautiful road. And I want to do the entire Blue Ridge. This was my original plan 2 years ago coming south. I wanted to do the entire Blue Ridge in one trip. but I had to cut it short at Asheville, so I didn't get that southern section in that trip. Well, I'm going to do it this time, and I'm also going to hit the Diamondback and a bunch of other little stuff, and I'm going to stop at a lot of different places for photography that I couldn't because it was completely storming and wet and all that kind of good stuff the last time I was through there. And I'm still looking for that iconic covered road of yellow trees photograph somewhere, hopefully with an inclined hill. I know exactly what I want in my head, and I did see a couple spots in my travels through there where if the light was right and the trees were right, it would have worked, but it just didn't at the time I was there. So I'm still on the hunt for that. So I'm really excited. It's going to be an awesome trip. I produced a really nice small book. I think I had about 30 pages from that trip a couple years ago, and I was just very happy with the way that turned out. So I'll probably do another one of those. But right now, like I said, I'm in the planning stages, having a blast, figuring out exactly what I want to do. But the key difference here is I will now have a set end date. I will have to make that train in a very specific time between 12 and 2 to get my bike on there on whatever day that I booked to come back. It's not like before where all my trips have been open-ended. You know, I stay wherever I want to stay. I don't even plan my days out. I come home when I want to come home. Those are really cool trips. But this time it's going to be obviously more structured. So that's going to be a change. Should be interesting. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I would love to trailer it up, but that's not in the cards for this kind of trip where I'm not staying in one spot. That really was the way to go for me if I was just going to stay a week around Tail of the Dragon again. That was awesome. Something tells me he's going to go to Bike Night too, right in front of me here. He either didn't have a plate or it was tucked way up. I think I saw a little glimpse of it. They're really cracking down on that around here. I don't know why they do it. They're freaking idiots, man. It's an $1,100 ticket for an obstructed plate. And they do it because they run. There's only one reason you tuck a plate way up under like that. It's to avoid tolls and so the cops can't see it when you run. That's it. That was an awfully small bike to run, so I don't know why you would even bother. But it's just stupid. You can't do it. They will pull you over if they can't see the plate. And if it's purposely up like that, $1,100. They're not joking around. Let's see. What's up?
Hey, you know Tampa Road is that way?
Yeah.
It's like the next light, right?
Next one.
Thank you.
They're really cracking down on plates like that now around here. $1,100.
Well, that one's like that because my rear suspension. But I'm going to pull it back down once I know there's no one behind me.
Yeah.
Thank you, though. I didn't know it was $1,100 ticket. Holy shit.
Somebody knows now. Anyway, on to Bike Night. I've got the gimbal with me, so I'll meet up with Josh whenever he gets there. Probably grab something to eat. I haven't had dinner yet. And we'll check out Bike Night. Bike Night! Quaker Steak and Lube. It's pretty early. This really doesn't kick off until sundown. That's another hour and a half. Josh likes to get here early, so we'll go find him. And the number one reason I love the FJR for things like this: saddlebags. Oh!
Wings? Good. Beer? Good. Yum yum.
You see that guy the sales pitch he gave me? You look like the guy that was a suicide shifter. Like, didn't realize it until after he left. I'm like, that was sales pitch. I see what you're doing there. Can I go listen?
Alright, we got 800 bits on it. That's pretty good, man.
We got another letter for 850 again. This one's been a big star too. $800
$850 up front.
I got an 850 bidder right there. 850.
There's Danny. He's come over here with the bike.
He'll be a little bit so we know who he is, sir. We got 850 bidder, man with the red hat right there. 850 bidder.
Come on over there right there. He's got 850 on the bike.
Some of our race sponsors are on with this. Total Bash.
It's like a distance. I don't know what it is, but it's
20,000 miles away. Hang on with Thomas. You want to go up, Eddie?
Yeah, very.
Okay, shake his hand right there. We got a deal from him. 875 right here. The zip line right there. He's not going to go any higher. He's 16.